welcome to Bethan's Kitchen and Garden. Today I'm going to be in the garden and I am sorting through what can only be described as one of my messy corners. So I'll show you what I'm going to do and I'll get on and do it. So this is one of my messy areas next to my conservatory, which is also a bit messy because it's got loads of boxes of my gardening stuff in there, but I want to clear all this up. And we bought this the other day, which is on its side because it's blown over in the wind. It's a storage cupboard that's going to go where those plastic hoops are, and then hopefully all my pots can go inside, and this corner then should be looking a lot tidier. I've had a small tidy up. I haven't gone over the top with it because the wood in that corner I'm hoping to use fairly soon anyway, but I have got this fairly into workable space now. So in that big box at the bottom is a load of pots, and then I've got a load of pots on the top as well. So in the bottom are my smaller pots, and then as we go through the season, here are my larger pots. And then I've got this little tool tidy that I can sit on as I go along the garden, you know, if I'm doing some sort of pruning or something. I've got another extension to my irrigation system, which hopefully I'll be putting in soon. And this box is a solar panel irrigation system for my greenhouse that I had for my birthday. I haven't set it up yet because I haven't needed it over the winter. And at the bottom are some pumps for my big IBC containers, which hopefully will allow me to use my irrigation hose on the saved tap water. Saved rainwater in my big IBC containers. This is my big IBC container with its tap at the bottom, and that's what I was talking about with those pumps. Hopefully I can attach the pump to there, and it should then allow me to attach the hose to it and use some of the gathered rainwater every now and again on the garden. Another job I'm hoping to finish today are to take these side bits off the battens, so I can use them for legs for a trug that I want to use. Here's some I did earlier. I just need to take the nails out of the top now. So that's a job to be getting on with. Another job I want to do is to unearth the potatoes that are left in these pots, and then I can just store them in my shed and use them as and when I want them. That will be much easier than coming out and harvesting a pot every time I need it. And it'll also tidy up this area because the grass growing in those pots is not a very good look really. And then over here, lurking behind this tree, I have the wood that I'm going to use for the veg trug that I was just talking about, that I was working on the legs for. So I've got this, it's quite good wood actually, that I did use for a bed, a raised bed, but I don't need the wood for the raised bed anymore, so I'm going to turn it into a trug. And I still got some jobs around the front to do as well. So I'm around in the front garden, and essentially I need to trim my fruit bushes. So I've got this for instance is a blackcurrant bush, and in the middle there's a slight bit of congestion there, so I just need to take that out to create a more open goblet shape, and also take a few of the older branches out to try and give it a new sort of goblet shape. It's getting a bit out of hand now, and for instance there's a crossing branch there, so I could take this one out, which would leave this new one on to grow, etc, etc. I've also got red currants back there that need a prune, and I've also got gooseberries and actually a bit of old gladioli and a bit of weeding at the back really to sort out as well. Well, a month has actually passed since I filmed that beginning bit about the jobs I had planned to do, and I did get them done, but very slowly, hence why the month has passed. And I'm going to show you what potatoes I ended up with, and the trug I've made, and the bushes all pruned. So let's get on and show you that. So typically I had quite a good result from the potatoes. Obviously if I don't film them then I get good results. So my potato reveal was good on these. I think these were Caesar, and I was also pleased with the pink fur that I got, and and next to them they are sprouts that I've just harvested, the last of my sprouts. My sprouts were in that patch over there and I just took them out now and harvested what was there, and my buckets of potatoes were along here and they have just gone as well. I've emptied the buckets, and the chickens are having a field day with the sprouts, the sprout plants I give to them, and they are enjoying pecking away the leaves and whatever sprouts are left on there, because a lot of them had blown, a lot of them had rotted. And then you probably saw it just earlier when I was spinning around, but here is the trug, which is going to go in my front garden at the top of my drive. But I want to put another layer like midway up, if that makes sense, and coming out this way. So essentially it'll have another level here, but I need to sort out my compost heaps round the back before I do that, because I need the long bits of wood to make the fronts and the covers for my compost heap. So I can't do the other bit of the trug now until I've sorted out these compost heaps. But I am very pleased with this trug. It's not like a huge space. It's about 35 centimetres that way and about 1 metre 10 that way, but it will give me enough room to grow maybe some salad crops or beetroot or onions, or like a long-term crop. So I'm pleased with that. Another job which I have done, and I foolishly didn't take a before photo of, which would have been really helpful to show you, is tying my tayberries. Well, I say tie in my tayberries, I've just wrapped them around the wires that are there, and that's looking so much more tidy now. I still have a little bit of weeding to do down here, but I'm trying to get all the big jobs done because the weeding won't take too long as they're no-dig beds. I have also done the same with my blackberries this side. I've sorted them out and tied them in. I do have this little bit here that is far away from the main plant over there, so I need to take out this runner, and so I need to get my little trowel and get in there and get as much of that root out, because I don't want it rooting here, because then it'll start spreading and it'll be everywhere before I know it. But I did tidy up these, and they are already getting those buds on them. So that was a job I did yesterday or the day before, and I was glad to get it done because, as you can see, they are coming into life, so it's better to do the pruning before they come alive. So we're in the front garden now where the fruit bushes are, and I have, believe it or not, given these quite a decent prune, but there is a lot of new growth coming through, and I kind of want to see what new growth there is so I can reshape it and not cut out all the new stuff. So I've tried to go for a sort of open goblet shape. My gooseberry I did quite a savage old job on, and my gooseberries as well. I did a really hard prune on the gooseberries, particularly this back one here. I think I've got a photo of what it did look like, and this is what it's looking like now. So I've done quite a severe prune, and since I've pruned it, it's really leapt into growth, so it obviously needed doing when I did it about 3 weeks ago. I still got my grapevine to do, and I've worked out that if I put eyelets in these posts, then I can just run a wire along there and I can train all the grapes to run that way and down the front garden, apart from this grape, which will still need to run over and across. So little by little progress has been made around the garden. Probably not as much as I would have liked, but I always say that, don't I? And hopefully next time I shall be sorting out that compost heap and making the last set of shelves that I want to make, and then I can finish off that trug. So still lots and lots to do, and I better go off and make a start on tidying up. Thanks for watching, and take care everybody, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next time. All I can say about this month-long vlog is lovely job.